Well, it's the 4th of July, the great holiday in the United States. Now, of course, I'm from Canada, so we celebrate our big patriotic holiday actually on July the 1st, the previous Friday. We call it Canada Day, by the way. And today, though, what I wanted to do was to look at another symbol of the United States. Last week's video, we talked about the Liberty Bell. Well, what I wanted to look at today is, of course, the American Eagle. And the American Eagle, of course, we call it American Eagle. It's a bald eagle is the usual name for it. And it's not a really large bird, but looks quite majestic when it's flying through the air. And I guess the brown body and white head makes it a fairly distinctive bird. Though I should mention that it doesn't get its white head until it's about 3 years old, like a fully mature bird. Before then, it's mostly brown, like the European golden eagle, which is a popular bird to have on coins over in Europe. So I'll start off with this one. This is a flying eagle cent. This is the one and only case in the United States where the eagle was used on a non-precious metal coin. Generally, when you think of the American Eagle on coins, you think of it on silver and gold coins. Well, this is on the 1 cent coin. This one's from 1857. It is the first of the small cents. The design, however, was originally proposed to be used on silver dollar, and there were silver dollar patterns made in between 1836 and 1839 with this eagle design, and it looked pretty impressive. Kind of disappointing that they didn't go ahead and do business strikes using this eagle on the dollar coins, because I think this eagle design would have looked really nice on a silver dollar, but had to settle for putting it on a 1 cent instead. So there we are, the flying eagle cent. The other side is the what is it? This is the corn. Well, it's a combination of different American crops that make up the wreath. I mentioned corn is one thing. I believe there's also tobacco, and there's probably some other other grains in this wreath. This wreath was used for a short time for the later American Indian head cents as well. Now, I don't have any pre-1837 half dimes, but the next one I have up here is the capped bust dime, and the eagle on this one is, I must admit, it's a rather scraggly looking eagle, sorry to say. This seated Liberty quarter has the same style of eagle, a little larger there. Needless to say, it is well worn. I'd be nice to have the money so I could get myself a really nice seated Liberty quarter $1/2 so I can get a nice picture of the eagle, but that's about the best I got in my collection. So we got here rather scraggly looking eagle, though they put the shield on it there, so that works. Makes it a little more dignified. Why they made it as scraggly looking as they did, I do not know. I figured they could have done better, but they didn't have photography to work with then. That might have had something to do with it. So with the barber coins, let's look at this one here. Starting in 1892, we get a nicer version of the eagle here. It's a spread eagle, a little dark in this one. This one's got a rather dark patina on it, but it's a pretty nice eagle. And I'm going to take a wild guess that photography at this time was it enabled an artist to get pictures of the eagle in various different poses, and then just simply draw the pose from the photo. This, of course, is fairly stylized. An eagle generally doesn't look like this naturally, but I guess the person took a picture and worked with that. And you notice there's an olive branch in one claw, there's arrows in the other, the shield on the front. The olive branch and the arrows, of course, olive branch meaning peace, the arrows meaning war, more or less meaning that yes, we are a peaceful country, but we'll kick your butts if you give us any trouble. And we're very good at protecting ourselves, hence the shield on the eagle as well. At least that's my opinion of what it signifies. I know not everybody agrees with me, and feel free to disagree in the comments if you wish. I won't hold it against anybody. And of course, 14 years before that, though, was the Morgan dollar, which had a pretty decent eagle on it. I know some people were very impressed with this particular eagle on the Morgan dollar. I still think, though, it's a bit scrawny. But thanks to the very nice female Liberty on the other side, and I've talked about her in a previous video, overall it makes a very nice coin, even if the eagle is not as robust as I would like, but it is still very nice coin overall, and of course very popular coin to collect. I have a few Morgan dollars. If I ever get the money, I definitely want to get more of them, if at all possible. So on we go here to a next change in design that I thought is significant. After getting into the 20th century, we have here the Walking Liberty half dollar and the Standing Liberty quarter, both of them starting in 1916. These two patterns have the eagle in different poses. Let's look at the Standing Liberty quarter first of all, as well as having a very nice female allegorical liberty here. We also have a soaring eagle. This clearly must have been drawn and designed from photos that were taken of a soaring bald eagle. Beautiful setup here. A few other coins, like including the more recent Sacagawea dollar, hope I'm pronouncing that right, also has a similar soaring eagle, and very impressive looking. That's the way I always felt that you would want to see the eagle, is have it soaring through the air. It looks very impressive that way. Now, in the case of the Walker, we have the eagle perched and has the wings partially spread out, and it's a sort of a profile of the eagle, not looking straight on like it is on the Barber quarter, but sort of at the side. Not everybody likes this design, but I know that in a nice shiny Walking Liberty, though, looks really good. This eagle looks really impressive. It starts to look kind of drab when the details start to disappear on it. One of these days I'll get myself a nicely uncirculated MS64, MS65 Walking Liberties with a much nicer view of the perched eagle. The thing about them, though, the Standing Liberty quarter, as I say, it was very, very impressive coin. Unfortunately, it ran into a whole lot of problems. My American friends, of course, probably know that the Standing Liberty quarter, along with the Buffalo nickel, which was produced around the same time, the date wore off too easily. And despite efforts to try to improve the design, the problem was never really resolved is the word I want to use here. And this coin ended up being discontinued in 1930. So it was only on coins for 15 years before it was replaced by George Washington. And we go back to the spread eagle design again. And again, not so exciting, but I must say, though, in a nice frosty proof like this, looks pretty good. And we also have another eagle design that is kind of odd, I thought. You remember last week I showed you this coin, but if you notice to the right of the Liberty Bell, there is an eagle. And the reason for this had to do with one of the rules for striking American silver coins, 25, 50 cent, and the dollar coins. There had to be an eagle on the reverse. That was what the law said. So on the Franklin half dollar, the Liberty Bell is the center of attention, but an eagle had to be put in there somewhere. So they put this stylized spread eagle on the design to the right of the Liberty Bell. It to me it doesn't make a lot of sense to have put the eagle there. I would have rather have had the Liberty Bell perhaps be a little larger and have it dominate the reverse. But rules were rules. The eagle had to be put on somewhere, and I guess it was decided that it would look better to put it there than to have it, have it right in front of Benjamin Franklin's nose. Yeah, I don't think that would have worked. That probably would have been worse. Oh, and while I'm holding this, I do want to say if you like my videos, please subscribe. Please don't forget, of course, to ring the bell. As we continue on here, we have another eagle design that made its appearance starting in 1964 on the Kennedy half dollar. So this eagle design, some of you who, if you follow American politics and see presidential speeches, you probably have seen this design before, because it is in fact the seal of the President of the United States. Wherever the president goes, whatever podium the president speaks at, you will see this picture. And again, very similar to the Barber design. Again, olive branch, the arrows, shield, and then there's also banners on this one as well. So a lot of things here. We got the banners flying, and the only thing missing is having the few bells to ring. Let the bells ring out and the banners fly. Well, the banners fly anyway. So, and finally, my favorite one. Now, the American silver eagle is an impressive piece of silver round. We could argue it's technically not a coin. It is actually bullion silver. So we would call this a silver round rather than a coin. And on this side, of course, we got the Walking Liberty, almost an exact duplicate of the Walking Liberty half dollar, only a bit larger, of course, and a very nice design. The reverse, we got, this is the original reverse. I haven't had the opportunity to get an American Silver Eagle with the new eagle reverse. I understand the new one is sort of a more natural setting, but I do like this stylized design. It does look impressive. We have 13 stars over the eagle's head. We have the eagle again in a spread eagle pattern. We have the olive branch. We have the arrows, the shield, and on top of everything else, he's holding on to a ribbon which I believe says E pluribus unum, if I'm not mistaken. It should be pluribus unum, because I believe in God we trust is on this side of the coin, and it is. So this is it says E pluribus unum. Unfortunately, I don't have my reading glasses, so it's hard to see it clearly, but trust me, it's there. E pluribus unum. So, by the way, E pluribus unum, in case you're wondering, it means from many, pluribus, more than one, unum, from many, one. The concept of the American melting pot. You have many different people together to form one country. That's what the melting pot is all about, and of course many people will tell you, well, that's what the United States of America is all about, is that a whole lot of people from everywhere else in the world came to America and contributed what they can contribute and became Americans. And I'm saying this as a Canadian. Canada's philosophy is slightly different, and some point in the future I might get into that. I just won't do that today, because I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I want to get back to your barbecues. So thank you very much for watching, and a happy Independence Day to my American friends.